Oh, wow, giving a speech in Student Senate. This reminds me of a time I was with a good pal of mine. His name was Jimi Hendrix. And he said to me, "You know what, Will? You're amazing. And my name is Will Sherman. And I want to thank you guys for the opportunity to run for Student Body Treasurer." Now, I could start off the speech by saying, because it makes sense, which is what my campaign stuff would say. But you're probably looking for a little more information about why I'd make a good student body treasurer. However, if it makes sense is good enough for you, then it's definitely good enough for me. Okay, being in Student Senate being a student body treasurer, isn't only about checking accounts or handling funds. Though I'm more than capable of these tasks, the real duty of student body treasurer is to help lead Senate to improve the experiences for all of us at Creek, even the freshmen. Senate is about more than running concession stands, wish week, and putting on dances. It's about learning how to get involved in something bigger than yourself and being part of a team. But no one can make Cherry Creek the best it can be on their own. Teamwork is the most important quality in getting things done, and it always increases productivity and creativity. Even campaigning, which we're all probably a little bit sick of by now, doesn't happen alone. All of those who help out by wearing a campaign shirt or even mentioning a name are a crucial part of any election. And your input, may be one of the most important parts of any decision made by myself and Student Senate. And as Student Body Treasurer, I'll be on your team. I'll always be more than happy to listen to your suggestions, even the more questionable ones. But most importantly, I want to hear your criticisms, because that's how we can learn from another perspective different than my own. And if you can't find me, there's our most excellent suggestion box outside of activities. I promise, it's just there waiting for you, empty and alone. In 8th grade, I was excited about Student Senate from the moment I was there. I wanted to be a part of something new that would help the school. And since I was obviously way too athletic for any sports, it just wouldn't be fair to anybody else. So I decided that Student Senate was the best choice I could make. And thankfully I won that year. That was with the help of a great team, and I began what has been a terrific experience. Now, to be honest, what I expected of Student Senate coming in was more like real politics. And maybe I could get a little boost on my college application while I was at it. But that's not what happened. I came into Senate and learned about being a leader. I came a part of something bigger than myself, not just a class at the end of the day. And the last 2 years in Senate have been rewarding and exciting experiences for me. My enthusiasm for Senate and our whole student body just drives my commitment and dedication to serve. And my motivation for treasurer in the end is just to be able to do as much as I can for my fellow students and for my community. I'll work hard on whatever task I'm called on to perform, no matter how difficult, and I know I can get the job because, well, it just makes sense. And improving Creek is about what we can all do, and I know that with your vote, I'll be able to help accomplish this. And I appreciate your willingness to watch this entire video because, let's be honest, we'd all rather be watching Netflix right now. But I do hope that you watch all of them, except for my opponents. Just kidding, especially Matt's. So that way you'll get the best idea of who's running for your student government. And I strongly encourage every single student to vote. And of course, I'd be very grateful if you voted for me. However, even if you decide not to vote for me, I still hope that you exercise this right that is uniquely ours at Cherry Creek. And last year, I'm sure not everyone who could vote did vote. And this year, I know we can do better than that. And I hope everyone exercises this important right. Please vote for who you believe in. And if that person happens to be me, I promise that I won't let you down. Because where there's a will, there's a way.
Okay, what is one thing that you have done this year in Senate in which you were a leader? And describe the event and how you demonstrated your leadership.
Oh, okay. Now, maybe you're not too familiar with this event, but it's called the Warren Miller Committee. And it wasn't the most successful event, and I'm aware of that, even though we did quintuple our revenue. But the main purpose of Warren Miller was just to have something fun to do where me and my friend Cooper Carrington would just work on doing something for the school. And, you know, we went through all the logistics of getting our activities request and getting the movie. But really, what being the leader was about was just helping others and just having a good time.
Thanks. Well, it's funny you bring that up because you referred to both the empty suggestion box in your speech and successfully quintupling the revenue of Warren Miller this year. So both things are aspects of Senate that face many challenges, and you have constantly responded with enthusiasm. How is this outlook beneficial to you as a candidate for student body treasurer?
Well, I think any time that, no matter what you're doing, and optimism is always the best way to go. Because a lot of times, if you don't believe you can do something, you never will. And it's just, the passion that drives you forward is knowing that you can make something better and be able to do something better than it was before. And I feel like that's what's important about being optimistic on things. And maybe it doesn't work out the first time, but it's not the end of the world. And if you do make a mistake, you'll just learn from that, and next time will be even greater than it was before.